Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coach Bulldog Johnny YouTube channel. I am your host, the visionary, the revolutionary Coach Bulldog Johnny. We are live. It's episode number 56 of EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters, the second round of the famous AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. We're setting in a tie for 14th place at a great 4 under par, which is not bad. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content. We're getting ready for, as I said, the second round of this event. It's a pretty good to do like with the wind conditions like we had in round one. To do what we did is pretty amazing. That you sit there and shoot 4 under 68. Your playing partner shoots 8 under and is the current leader in the clubhouse, as they say, so to speak. That's Tony Finau, who I was paired with in round one. But now we're trying our best to get this second round into something. We want to turn this second round into something that we can make a chance at. So we're going to do our best. Y'all don't forget, as I said, like, share, and subscribe. 3:24 in the afternoon is when we're teeing off the second round, and we're going with our tailor-made clubs, and Hideki Matsuyama is the guy we're paired with for this. This shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. I went into... Here is Rich Lerner, Frank Nobilo, and the gang from Pebble Beach, California.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory, as we look at the Friday leaderboard. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's currently at 8 under. And our featured golfer 4 shots back as we get things going.
There I stand on the tee, round one, a 68, 4 under 68. I shot the first one. Here we go. And being paired with Hideki Matsuyama. This is from, if you remember correctly, in my first round at PGA West, I was paired with him in the first round at PGA West. And Hideki with a good shot. He's got 114 to the flag.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
And 114 left to the hole, pin in the right front.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't hash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. This could be a good one.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
The third for Matsuyama is chip
Well, obviously
shot. So
that's not his best, but it'll be quickly
par
forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh. Way too much break on that.
This is a 16-footer.
Oh. So we're going to bogey this one and drop to 3 under par for the round. 3 under for the tournament, 1 over par for the round. So.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich.
Actually, I take that back. We'll both bogey the hole, but I got a tapper in. He's got a little smaller tapper in than what I got.
Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. Round. And that won't help the cause one bit. .507-yard par 5 second is not the most picturesque nor the hardest hole here at Pebble Beach, but it is one where you want to focus, you want to assess the risk factors involved here, particularly on that second shot, and most definitely you want to come away here with a 4. If you don't, you feel like you left one out there.
There's your microphone back for that one. That's going way. No, it's going in the fairway. I thought it was.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2.
Fairway at 2. So the cut line right now is currently even par, so we're 3 shots over that, so we should be just fine. Unless we have a severe fall off in this round, which I doubt that's seriously happening, but you never know.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be.
With the wind speed being down to 4 to 7 mile an hour winds, I feel like I can play a lot better than what I did yesterday. But bogey on the first hole just ain't.
And that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there.
We'll club down for a 9-iron here. Run it short. That's on. That's online. That will hit.
But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so soft.
I felt like if I played it the full 8-iron instead of clubbing, if I'd have clubbed up if I'd have kept the 8-iron instead of clubbing down to the 9-iron, I would have missed. I would have rolled it off the green.
A lot of movement to this one. It's for eagle.
Here's your eagle. Where is it? Got it. Got it. Oh!
Speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. A chance now to get back to even here at 2. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he'll move to 4 under. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2.
Up and down, side to side, shake and bake, got your shot back. So we're even for the round and 4 under for the tournament.
Well, Frank, here we are at the 3rd. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And, well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
I'll just take the high draw and go into that.
And this will work nicely, just right of center, and that'll be fine. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues for the different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. the Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. It was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
Well, that is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter
One of
club
my favorite
now.
golf courses is TPC Scottsdale. The ping, when I bring my ping clubs out in the first round of a tournament, I won the ping sponsorship challenge at TPC Scottsdale to win my ping sponsorship badge. So I know how to take that course.
Somehow just
I
decided
can guarantee you this. I'll get my first win at Scottsdale. If I don't get it at Pebble Beach, I'll get my first win at TPC Scottsdale.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 4 under. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver, maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4.
Ooh! I'd have got one more good bounce. I'd have had that on the green and won for an eagle shot. Like I said, when the wind is not like it was yesterday, I can drive this green. I didn't drive it yesterday like I did today because of the high wind speed. Good shot by Matsuyama. He's got a 12-footer.
Okay, that's acceptable there. So after his drive comes up just a bit short of the green, he's left himself a chance here at an eagle.
We'll do the spinner here. Spinner front. We got a 3-footer.
12-footer here.
We got a 3-footer for birdie coming up. And he missed. He'll be par in that. So.
Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie.
Now for me. Up and down, side to side, shake and bake, baby. You got 1 under for this.
And after opening with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here.
One under currently.
Okay, that one finished off.
Round 3 and 4
par here at 4. And he'll
later today, as I got something
pace.
to take care of, and then I'll be back. After I get to take care of that, I'll be back on
the first of the 4 par 3s at Pebble Beach. It doesn't get all the love that some of the others do, but this one has the players' attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it certainly does, Rich. Everybody wants to take a picture, down by the 17th hole, famous par 3. Remember, Jack Nicklaus's 1-iron, but believe me, I think this hole is every bit as tough as 17.
Nope, that's not going to cut. That's not going to cut it.
He flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Got it.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay at 5 under. Hideki now. This for birdie.
And to get him to 4 under par for his run, for his day today. He started out 3 under par. No, I take it back. He started out 4 under par with me, and he bogeyed a hole. I think he bogeyed 1, didn't he? Yeah, me and him both bogeyed 1. And then he got back to even, and I'm 1 under for my round. He's even for his round.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. And this ball absolutely tight. It is right down the middle.
I got it on the green in 2 yesterday and missed the eagle putt. Ended up birdieing this hole. Or I think I parred or birdied at 1. I can't remember. I think I parred the hole. Shouldn't be too bad today to get an eagle out of it.
Good start to this hole.
Matsuyama, 27th place here. Up. It's a blind second shot. That's what they mean by the blind second shot. And he pulls one of my stunts because Hideki Matsuyama, and he's got an eagle attempt.
That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5. Comfortably on for 2.
Let's see. So I'm going to club down 2. Oh, yeah. I'm going to club down 1 to a 9 iron here. That's on the green. That's going to do a little Matsuyama. That's going to roll. And you've got a 53-footer, but you should be just fine.
This one's going to require a firm thump to get to the back of the green. It is for eagle.
Oh,
this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out.
He got there.
This one could be really good. Pretty good effort right there.
Just a tap in.
This one just about straight at it for eagle.
This would jumpstart him to 2 under par for his round.
Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
So now mine for the tap in.
Okay, well done there.
Up and down, side to side, shaking bait. Baby, he's got a 2 under.
And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament.
That's right. In the top 5, still in the top 3.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 6 under par.
5. I'm number 5 outright now.
Frank, there are certain spots
3 shots
in
back.
sport that kind of steal your breath.
Here's number 7.
Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, I don't know, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7.
That's another one of the famous greens. You know, there are a lot of famous par 3s in the sport of golf. This is one, the Island Green on 17 at Sawgrass.
Yeah,
which
very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look.
We get to our first big tournament, the Players.
12 feet still to go.
Missed.
Now,
Don't see
Hideki
how I missed
for
that
birdie.
shot. For birdie.
Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 6 under par. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if you're a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Bogey upcoming. Completely messed this whole entire hole up. Now they're going to get a
Just
double
going to
out of
sneak
that.
on by. A 5-footer now for birdie.
I'm going to drop 2 shots back to 4 under par, back to even for the day. So I'll be back to even par for the round.
Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Will certainly help the cause.
If I hadn't hit that runner shot,
That
I
goes
probably
down,
could have got it.
it's
Could
a
have got
6
at least.
at the par 4.
I could have at least
That's
got
going
a
to drop him back
par out of
to
that.
4 under par. 2019 U.S. Open number 9 was the hardest hole on the golf course. Frank, give yourself certainly a good crack at 4 by hitting the fairway.
And that's all you wanted to do in 2019. It's fine to say all, too, but having to hit the left side of this fairway just to keep it in play, and then once again hit into, I know we say this a lot here, but a very narrow green and a very small green, but this time with a long club.
You want to try to get it up where to run down that slope there into the shorter part of the green, shorter part of the fairway. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try to aim it down the center. I want it to go down that slope. Let's see if it goes down that slope.
That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
Imagine a miss club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
So this one downhill all the way. This will be a tough one to judge.
Ain't too bad.
Look here at birdie.
And this is working back up the hill, but it doesn't look like it has a whole lot of break to it whatsoever.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back.
Ain't too bad of a shot here. That's third shot. Fourth shot coming up.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th.
Even par, 36.
And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side.
People walking along the beach again today.
Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is. But it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific.
Good shot by Matsuyama here. He has got it on the fairway.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Take it. A lot of times I like
Perfect
how,
spot
especially
to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Especially on days where you got a lot of wind, if you do like that, if you hit it in the rough and it runs back into the fairway, that's still a good shot in my opinion.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
I'm going to play down a club from pitching wedge to the 50-degree wedge here. 50-degree wedge, and I'm not going to go full power on that swing either. That's going to be a pretty shot right there. Ooh, look at that!
I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie.
For birdie for Matsuyama here. Oh.
Yeah, just didn't play enough break there, and it comes up short.
Not much left here for birdie. Yes, rolls it right
up and down,
in.
side to side, shake and bake, baby. That's a 1
under. And he'll get it into red figures for the day at 1 under par.
For the day.
5 under
that's
overall.
For the tournament. That's for the day. 5 under for the tournament. 1 under for the round today.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain right where he is.
6 shots off.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, this you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
That's right. 13th place for Matsuyama here. He's 5 under. I'm 5 under. We're both pretty playing 6 shots back of the leader. Tony Finau.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
Left himself with 147 to the hole. Tough win for a right-hander coming from left to right.
And he got it. Now he's going to roll back.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
I do that a lot on par fives. Run it short, let it go up into the green.
And this going to wind up on the fringe and not particularly close either. Bit of a misstep there from a pretty good number.
Nope.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Big par putt coming up. I should have pitched that onto there. I might have would have come out better if I'd have hit a pitch shot.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by.
They know how to get it.
So that brushed in for a par here at 11. And he'll stay right where he is. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Oh, how about the touch there? Beautifully done.
Go club down to a 6 iron. I'm gonna go left, not right. Spinner shot gets me down close. There you go. Now you set yourself up for par putt.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he will definitely not say no to that. Well, this par 4 13th hole doesn't show up on a lot of postcards the way, say, the 8th hole would. But, Frank, this is a legitimate and challenging par 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, Rich. 400 yards, but it plays longer than that by virtue of being uphill. But the addition of those 3 bunkers in on the right side have certainly shrunk the width of this fairway. Plus, it still tips from the right side to the left side. And you've got an uphill second shot. So, I've seen everything here. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, you name it.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Actually almost straight on with his shot here, but he's to the left. Way to the left with his shot.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Well, there's 134 yards left to the flag. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Ooh. Well, obviously he can do better, and he's going to have to on this next putt if he wants to just get out of here with bogey, Frank.
And this one's certainly going to be, well, worth the price of admission.
That's a good set of hands right there to get it that close from that far away. 15 feet away. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par.
Be back to 2 over for the round.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay at -3. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate 3-shot par 5s left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want.
One over par for the round. 3 under for tournament.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second.
Got 94 yards to the hole here.
Oh dear, that looks thick in there. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. I like the looks of this one.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can he putt? And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 4 under.
I ain't gonna hold it left. Par putt.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is.
Short
Here at
game.
the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on a 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. Unfortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
That's a good shot.
In the fairway. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this. And that one going to be okay, although it does finish just off the green. Got to think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. There's 5 feet left. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is.
I hit an eagle at 18 yesterday. I feel like if I get a birdie,
Okay,
one birdie or 2 birdies, I might have a
15.
chance. If I get birdie in this eagle, I got a real good
is.
chance. This thing.
Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. No fairway here, this one in that rough. So a poor result on the tee shot. Now he'll dig in with his second to the par 4.
Good clean strike out of the fairway bunker, safely on the green and inside 20 feet.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot. And that ball gonna settle on the fringe, but a good distance from the hole. Hideki now, a good look at birdie. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a 1-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hold it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in there close. Second shot now here at the par 3.
Sixth place here is where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and he'll remain right where he is.
We'll have round 3 and 4 later tonight when I come back from where I've got to go to today, so I'll see y'all then for those 2 rounds. You don't want to miss the epic conclusion to those 2 rounds. Can we battle our way up the leaderboard? That's the $1 million
That
question.
one finished off for bogey here at 17. And that won't help the cause one bit. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5, Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with.
The top of the tree,
That
got it.
will do just fine.
207, got 218 to stick. I'll try it like I did yesterday. I'm going to try to go down 2 clubs to try to get, club down twice to try to get a shot on the green. A little roller shot on the green, as they say.
Yeah, you got to know the right times to dial it back a bit. Leave the driver in the bag and just make sure you hit a good, safe shot. That is well done with the 3-wood.
Hideki Matsuyama is in 7th place at 6 under par here. Boom. He's hitting a little draw shot here. That's not going to play. It's going to be in the bunker.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area.
So we're going to club it down to a 6-iron here. And have at it. Oh.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, it's
Up
a
and
birdie
down,
at the
side to
last.
side, shaking
And
bait,
that's
baby. We
gonna
got
wrap
a
up
4 under,
our 18 holes of
36,
golf.
even hole, even for the,
Just
for
6
the
feet
round.
left
So
for
we're
the
back
birdie.
where we originally started at 4 under par. So we might have a shot at it. We don't know just to be certain yet.
Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be.
Matsuyama for par. And now he will be
Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that will write an end to the round here today. So for our featured
He's
golfer,
3
Frank,
under
it is
69,
on
and
to
I
the
was
weekend.
4
Who
under
knows? If
72,
you get out
about
early on
even for the
Saturday,
day.
try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre. Putt goes in here or there. That could easily change tomorrow. Make a couple of birdies early, pop a long one in, then all of a sudden you're off and running.
So for Frank Knobel.
Yep. That's about the size of it. Just about. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of round 2 of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. We make the cut. Our 3rd straight cut we've made, and we're going to be paired once again with Hideki Matsuyama. 2 to 4 mile an hour wind and firm and fast speeds here. We'll have round 3 later. I'm Coach Bulldog Johnny saying so long, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.